What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to talk about Antoine Griezmann agreeing to take a wage cut at the club, which will allow Lionel Messi to sign a brand new contract at the club. New Juventus manager Allegri has hinted that Miralem Pjanic could be joining Juventus in the next week or so. Jordi Alba has rejected a wage cut at the club. Give you guys some contract renewal updates on Ousmane Dembele, Illaix Moriba, and also on Sergi Roberto, and how Ronald Koeman has placed Barcelona B midfielder Have ahead in the pecking order in the midfield over Riqui Puig in the first team. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the news in regards to Juan Laporta's plan to reduce the salary bill at Barcelona, coming in from Candacer. And they've come out saying the dressing room heavyweights have already received Barcelona's proposal for the salary reduction. The offer includes a big reduction in the first year, but increases after the second year. The total reduction will be less than 50%. Now, currently in the Barcelona squad, all players right now are willing to accept a 50% wage reduction, except for 3 players. Those 3 players are Jordi Alba, Samuel Umtiti, and Miralem Pjanic. Now, Pjanic Umtiti does not come as a surprise to anyone, but Jordi Alba does. He's the biggest, the most, popular player in the dressing room who has not agreed to a salary reduction at Barcelona. To be honest, I'm not quite worried about Jordi Alba. Like I said in my live stream yesterday, I think the big boys in the team, your Messis, your PKs, your Busquets, your Roberto, will go up to him, give him a quick slap in the face and tell him to, just agree to the wage cut and shut up. Because in the end, you're going to get your money back. It's just reducing your wages right now. Of course, the contracts are binding, which means that you have to fulfill that contract. Barcelona is saying, look, we will give you your money, but right now we can't. We need to reduce that money now, and we'll give it back to you in the future. Jordi Alba is saying, no, I want my money now. So again, we'll wait and see, but I do believe the captains of the team will go to Jordi Alba, give him a quick slap and tell him to accept it. Let's now talk about Pjanic and Umtiti's cases. Let's start off with the case of Big Sam, coming in from Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo, and he came out saying that Samuel Umtiti's physical condition is very, very good currently. He feels agile, fast after starting the first 2 preseason friendlies. He still wishes to convince Ronald Koeman and stay, while in the Barcelona offices, they only see the need to reduce the wage bill. So Barcelona see Umtiti as a wage bill reduction, piece. Get rid of him. That'll bring the wage bill down a lot. Of course, Umtiti's looking good in preseason, but again, it's preseason. I'm not falling for that whatsoever. He has to leave the club this summer. But in the case of Miralem Pjanic, it's very, very different. Now, the new Juventus manager, Massimiliano Allegri, did his first press conference as the new Juventus manager yesterday, and he started to talk about the roles in the team, saying that Ronaldo will be taking the penalties, Dybala will take the corner kicks, and he said this, and I quote, "A good right-footed player may arrive soon to take the free kicks. We are working on it." Of course, he is hitting at Miralem Pjanic here, so apparently this deal is very, very close on a 2-year loan, apparently, which is, better than nothing. Getting rid of him is the most important thing, whether it's a loan or a sale. Now, on the overall case of both Pjanic and Umtiti, Gerardo Romero has come out saying that Miralem Pjanic and Samuel Umtiti do not want to reduce their salaries at the club at all. The club wants to give them the letter of freedom and pay them their salaries for 1 year. If they don't accept this, the club won't hesitate to take legal action against them. So the club's final offer to Miralem Pjanic and Samuel Umtiti is as follows: a letter of freedom. You get to leave the club for free. We don't have to, talk to each other, affiliate with each other whatsoever, but we will pay your contract or your salary for 1 more year. That's a very generous offer, if I do say so. Will be the final offer, and if both players do not accept it, they won't hesitate to take legal action, i.e. terminate their contract. So we'll have to wait and see. Pjanic right now is very close to Juventus. Umtiti is close to absolutely nowhere. Again, only time will tell, but this will be the final offer from Barcelona for these 2 players. Now, a Barcelona player who was very close to leaving the club a few weeks ago, but now will sit down and negotiate his salary reduction, is Antoine Griezmann. Firstly, coming in from Illaix Moriba from Sky Sports, and he's come out saying that right now, Antoine Griezmann is more inside Barcelona than he is outside of Barcelona. It is true that right now they are currently negotiating a pay cut. The club is studying a perfect plan to keep him at the club. And also, Fabrizio Romano has come out backing that statement from Illaix Moriba, and he's come out saying that Antoine Griezmann does not want to move to the Premier League. It's either Atletico Madrid or he will stay in Barcelona. There is a chance he might stay at the club. As of right now, he is open to talking to the club over a salary reduction. This is absolute music to my ears. Right now, Barcelona are studying and making formulas to keep Antoine Griezmann at the club this summer, because in the end, Atletico Madrid were the only team that, made an offer for Antoine Griezmann, and it was to our direct rivals, and it was on a, audacious deal, let's say the least. Just a straight swap between Antoine Griezmann and Saul Niguez. That'd be an absolute robbery on Atletico Madrid's part, getting, an 80-70 million worth player for, a 40 or 30, which is, absolutely crazy. But thank God Juan Laporta is smart and he did not want to do that deal. And that means that our attack next season will be absolutely fire and also very, very strong. Now, I know you guys are going to be in the comments down below, oh, Griezmann's the same, style of play of Messi and Depay, blah, blah, blah. it doesn't matter. You need squad depth. If you want to compete in La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Champions League, you have to have elite players in each and every single position, and also in the backup. Now, midfield, we're looking a little bit low. Same with the fullbacks. Center backs are not looking too bad, but Griezmann up front will be very, very important. You cannot win the Champions League with Demir, Collado, and Braithwaite on the bench. We are one injury away, because if you consider right now, Dembele and Ansu are injured. We were one injury away from starting Alex Collado in the starting lineup. I mean, he's probably going to leave the club now, by the way, with Antoine Griezmann staying. He's probably going to go out on loan or be sold. But again, the most important thing is squad depth. And by the way, Antoine Griezmann is a World Cup winner. He's top 3 Ballon d'Or twice. He's one of the best players of our generation. You can, if you hate him or not, you can't deny that fact. And I'm happy that he's going to be staying at the club. We're not going to rush to conclusions quite yet. He has to agree that wage reduction first, then he can stay. Otherwise, he will be forced out of the club. Now, a Barcelona player, along with Jordi Alba, who has already agreed a 50% wage cut at the club, is our captain, the greatest footballer of all time, Lionel Messi, firstly coming in from Mundo Deportivo. And they've come out saying that Leo Messi will join preseason on August the 2nd. People involved continue to work on closing his renewal. And everyone's hope is that Messi, with a signed contract, will be able to play the Joan Gamper on August the 8th against Juventus. Cat Radio have also come out saying that FC Barcelona is calm regarding Messi's renewal. His lawyers are in constant contact with the club, who are confident the new deal will be signed once the player returns back from his vacation. The coach and the club executives are sure about his continuation. So Messi, very, very close. We already know that his contract is agreed. The question is, when are they going to announce it? When are they going to finalize it? And they want to do that before August the 8th. Because, of course, Juventus at the Camp Nou, Joan Gamper. You want to have that Messi, Ronaldo headline. But Messi's not a Barcelona player. You can't make that headline. So Messi, he'll come back on August the 2nd. He will train with Barcelona, even though he does not have a contract at the club. He can still train, but he can't, he can't even play in a friendly without having a contract. So he can train with Barcelona, but he cannot play a game unless that contract renewal is finalized and signed. So wait and see. They are planning for it to be happening next week. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the club. Firstly, on Sergi Roberto coming in from Candacer, and they've come out saying that Barcelona will offer a 2-year contract extension for Sergi Roberto. The club wants to lower his wages and pay the salary of next season across 3 seasons. Next update is on Ousmane Dembele coming in from Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying that in recent days, the club and Dembele's representative have maintained contacts via, video calls in order to advance the contract renewal talks. At the moment, there is still no total agreement, but there's optimism that the agreement can be reached. But Dembele is concerned about the loss of game time due to the overbooking in attack, which there isn't, by the way. Matteo Alemany and Raul Planas are 2 executives conducting the negotiations, and they plan to prevent Dembele leaving for free next summer. It's unlikely that the club will offer a lot of money for Dembele due to his inactivity from the injury that he suffered during the Euros. If an agreement is not reached, Barcelona is clear that he will not play and will sit in the stands for the entire rest of next season. Next up is Illaix Moriba's contract renewal update. Now, I am uploading this video on Wednesday morning, but I am recording this on Tuesday night, and there is supposed to be a meeting later on today between Barcelona and Moriba, and we should have a very, very good answer about that. So keep that in mind when you listen to this, coming in from Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying there is optimism regarding Moriba's contract renewal at Barcelona. Barcelona and the player want to close the renewal before the stage in Germany begins. This week will be important, and everyone associated wants the continuation at Barcelona. Illaix knows that Barcelona loves him and values all the efforts that they are making to make him stay at the Camp Nou. At the middle of negotiation, he is one of those who is suffering the most because he can't play for any team. Barcelona's latest proposal is a 3-year contract. By this way, he can demonstrate his potential in the first team, where he has total confidence of Ronald Koeman, and then he can renegotiate in 3 years when the club's financial situation is much improved. Moriba wants to travel with the squad to Germany, and everything will depend upon the renewal talk later on today, and only if there's small details remaining, the club will allow him to get involved, as they did with Alejandro Balde. So later on today, we will get some more updates about Illaix Moriba's contract renewal, but again, I have to say this one more time, watch out for the squad list tomorrow for the squad that's going to be traveling for Germany for the preseason. If he's in it, that means an agreement is very, very close or has been reached. If not, that means there's no agreement whatsoever and he will not be staying at Barcelona whatsoever. I think that squad list will give us a big indication. If he's not in it, I think he will leave Barcelona this summer. And the last contract renewal update is on Ronald Araujo. You probably didn't see that coming in from Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo again. And he's come out saying that Barca are convinced by Ronald Araujo, and he and Pedri are among the few players in the squad whose salary must be improved. Right now, there are other priorities. Issues like Araujo's contract will be addressed later on in the season. So Araujo's current contract at Barcelona expires in June 2023, and Pedri on paper is in June 2022, but they do have an option for 2 extra years. But the club do want to improve their contracts, but that'll be happening, during the season, during October, November, December time usually. Right now, there are other priorities, but the club do want to keep Araujo and Pedri and will extend their contracts during next season. Let's now discuss some of the news coming out from Rack 1. Now, Gerardo Romero is a very, up and down reporter. He used to be one of the best at Barcelona. Now he's kind of, top tier, but in that top list, he's near the end, if you know what I mean. That's why I put this at the end of the video, because I don't want, you know, people to jump on it thinking it's true. Now, if Jordi Alba came out saying that Araujo is about to sign a brand new contract at Barcelona, I would believe him 100%. But if you told me we're about to sign Leon Goretzka in the next 24 hours, I would not believe him whatsoever. So that's how he is. So take this news with a pinch of salt, all the news that we're going to talk about right now. Firstly, he came out saying that Ronald Koeman discarded the possible signings of Cristiano Romero and Renato Sanchez. So apparently the club told him, like, look, we can get Sanchez and Romero this summer, and Ronald Koeman said no. Now, if this is true, on Sanchez I understand, but on Romero, you're going to say no to Romero? You don't see him in the Copa America. He was single-handedly was one of the most important players in that squad and only played 2 games. He got into the team of the tournament, only playing 2 games. And you're going to reject that. But again, he's about to sign for Tottenham. They're, you know, Atlanta, his club right now, and Tottenham Hotspur are in talks for a deal. Tottenham offered 40 million, and they already rejected that Atlanta. So you're telling me Barcelona had at least 40 million to spend on Romero. See, this is the thing with these reports. I don't really believe them. On Sanchez, it was supposed to be a loan for this season with an option to buy. If you can reject that, understand, you know, at the big club, he didn't really perform that well. At, you know, Lille, you know, he's doing all right. At Swansea, he flopped as well. But rejecting Cristiano Romero for me is a big shock. And the final statement that he came out with is that Ronald Koeman is absolutely delighted with Barcelona B midfielder Javi and puts him ahead of Riqui Puig in the pecking order. The coach also congratulated the club on signing Yusuf Demir. Now, hold the phone. Now, what I'm about to say right now is if this rumor is true. If it's not true, then whatever. But if this is true, Riqui Puig again has, oh my god. Riqui Puig, if this is true, man, you need to leave. Honestly, I love you. You need to leave. You need to go out on loan. Go play for Ajax. Go play for Borussia Dortmund. How is Ronald Koeman gonna promise you first team minutes and opportunities, and then comes out, you know what, 2 weeks later and says that, oh, Barcelona B player right now is ahead of you in the pecking order, who's not even a first team player? I mean, I don't want to go into it too much because I don't know if this rumor is true or not, but you know what I mean on it. Like, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I think Javi is a fantastic player, has great promise, but you can't put him ahead of you can't put him ahead of Riqui Puig in the pecking order right now. I think that's probably the biggest slap in Riqui Puig's face I've ever seen in my life. Now, on Yusuf Demir, makes perfect sense. We've been hearing rumors all over the place over the past week or so that Ronald Koeman loves Yusuf Demir, and Koeman has pretty much told Juan Laporta, you signed a baller. Cheers for that, mate. So Demir, watch out for him next season. He will get first team minutes for sure. But apparently now, Javi is ahead of Riqui Puig in the pecking order in the midfield for the first team. And lastly, coming in from 22 Sport. Now, 22 Sport are the one who run the Golden Boy Award. As we all know, L'Équipe in France football run the Ballon d'Or, and 22 Sport in Italy run the Golden Boy Award. And they've come out saying that as of right now, Pedri is the favorite to win the 2021 Golden Boy Award. Jude Bellingham and also Bukayo Saka are other candidates. Now, close your eyes and imagine this. We're in January 2022. Messi wins the Ballon d'Or, and Pedri wins the Golden Boy Award. Oh my god. The pictures, the phone wallpapers, the laptop wallpapers, the tweets from Barcelona every single day, their Instagram posts, their Facebook posts, their TikToks, the salty fans from other clubs. Oh my god. I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. And also, has this ever happened before? The same club has the best player in the world and also the best young player in the world. I'm not quite too sure. I know for a fact in the last 10 years or so it has not happened whatsoever. But right now, Lionel Messi is the favorite for the Ballon d'Or award and Pedri is the favorite for the Golden Boy Award. Ooh-wee! Barcelona, best club in the world. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know about Jordi Alba rejecting a wage cut at the club, your thoughts about that. Koeman picking Javi over Riqui Puig in the pecking order in the midfield. Also about PSG's move to Juventus, and that will happen very soon. Or do you think it will take a long time for that deal to finalize? And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.